Joseph LeDoux, The Emotional Brain, The Mysterious Underpinnings of Emotional Life. Dive into the captivating world of emotions with The Emotional Brain, The Mysterious Underpinnings of Emotional Life, by Joseph LeDoux. This book summary delves into the critical role emotions play in our lives and their intricate biological roots. As interest in emotions continue to evolve, you will discover how each emotion has a different origin and purpose, and what role they play in our survival. Learn about the myth of localized mental processes and how the connections within the brain's complex network are responsible for emotions, all while exploring emotion-inducing stimuli and responses. Emotions may seem obvious, but as we uncover their mysterious underpinnings, we gain a new appreciation for their impact on our lives.
Unpacking the mysteries of emotions. For a long time, scientists focused solely on the rational processes of the brain, leaving emotions out of the picture. However, in recent years, interest in emotions has grown, leading to revelations about how they work. Split brain research, where scientists studied patients whose brain hemispheres couldn't communicate, revealed that emotions have different origins and purposes in the brain. The discovery led to 7 premises about emotions, including their contribution to the survival of organisms and their shaping of actions once they occur. Emotions don't result from conscious thought, but scientists can objectively measure changes in the systems that produce them. This newfound knowledge suggests that emotions are more than just irrational responses but a crucial aspect of the way the human brain and body function. Decoding the mysterious world of emotions. Our emotions are complex and often elusive, making them difficult to understand. Throughout history, philosophers and scientists have tried to uncover the connection between emotions and thinking. The ancient Greeks believed that emotions and reason were in a constant battle, while early scientists centered on rationality and behaviorism. In the 1960s, research began to focus on emotions as cognitive interpretations of situations and the role of appraisal in the brain. While our unconscious processes heavily impact our emotions, many folk psychologists believe we have complete control over our emotions. This summary explores the relationship between emotions and our cognitive abilities, revealing how our brains store emotional and cognitive memories differently. The brain and emotions. Emotions are a result of the connections between different portions of the brain. Researchers tried to locate emotions in specific places in the brain, but emotions are not a special human quality and have their roots in animal responses. A small number of core emotions are universal among human beings, and reverse engineering reveals that some emotions are biologically primitive while others are more advanced. Fear, a primal emotion. Scientists use fear conditioning experiments to study the amygdala's role in processing emotions, which allows for an understanding of how animals and humans react to stimuli unconsciously. Fear is a primitive emotion that scientists can study separately from other more complex emotions. Fear conditioning experiments are used to link emotions to specific stimuli and to study the way information flows through the brain. Through these experiments, scientists discovered the amygdala's crucial role in processing emotions. Some emotional learning operates unconsciously, slipping past the neocortex, which is responsible for thinking. This knowledge gives insight into how humans and animals react reflexively and involuntarily to fear. Emotional memories. Patients with brain injuries can form emotional memories even when they cannot recall the event that caused them. While the roads to memory are diverse, emotional responses can be consistently associated with particular stimuli. Psychologists can help veterans recall events without reliving the associated emotions. Anxiety and memory, the brain's response to threat. Anxiety and fear share similarities but differ in their origins. Anxiety can lead to psychological disorders, including phobias and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Preparedness theory suggests that animals respond fearfully to threats on a genetic level, which may explain human phobias. Stress can impact memory creation and recall, but it can also intensify emotional memories, leading to debilitating emotional habits. Rewiring the brain through psychotherapy, reconditioning, and drug therapies can help overcome these issues. Understanding consciousness and emotions. To experience emotions, the emotional system of the brain must operate, and you must be aware of it. Consciousness, which involves short-term memory, works differently from the parallel systems of the unconscious mind. Feeling an emotion requires a stimulus that the brain processes, resulting in a physical response that's retained in short-term memory. When a feedback loop forms, emotions persist even when the stimulus goes away. While you can think aimlessly while doing other things, conscious emotions require full focus. In the book, the author delves into the relationship between consciousness and emotions. They explain that for someone to experience an emotion, their brain's emotional system must activate, and they need to be aware of it. However, consciousness isn't a straightforward concept. Unlike the parallel systems of the unconscious mind, it seems to operate on a serial basis. Short-term memory, a crucial component of consciousness, lies between conscious thought and reflexive responses and works like a computer, processing and storing experiences. To feel an emotion, one needs to experience a stimulus, which the amygdala processes, resulting in the flooding of the body with chemicals that cause a physical response. Short-term memory then retains this memory of the emotion. When a feedback loop develops within these elements, emotions can persist even after the stimulus disappears, requiring full focus. Overall, the book emphasizes how understanding the interplay between consciousness and emotions is crucial in comprehending how we experience the world around us.
In conclusion, Joseph LeDoux's The Emotional Brain unravels the complex origins of emotions, highlighting that emotions are not a special human quality but rather have roots in animal responses. By exploring fear, anxiety, and memory, we learn that emotions play a significant role in our survival and interact with cognitive and unconscious processes. Emotions emerge from the interconnected elements within the brain, making each emotion unique and essential to both our psychological makeup and the way we interact with the world. Understanding and appreciating the nuances of the emotional brain can help us gain insight into our own lives and the lives of those around us.